Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Karen Michelle. I am so happy to have you all here today. We are going to talk about Junior Nationals in Chicago, Illinois. So let's get started. All right, so I left off where I had competed at Junior USA Nationals, which was in Charleston, South Carolina. It was a great show. I ended up placing second in my class, so Class G Bikini. I had an amazing experience there, but there were definitely some things I could work on. Number one was the tan. The tan was horrible. Number two was just being more comfortable on stage. So while I felt like my posing was strong, it needed to be a little bit stronger. I feel like the first show of the season, you're just really getting out the nerves. You're kind of just getting more comfortable with just being on stage, being in front of the judges. I was ready to bring that to Junior Nationals. And like I talked about in my last episode, if you haven't watched it, watch it, was that at Junior USA Nationals, I had done that show with the intention to win it and win my pro card, but I also knew that if I did that show and I didn't win, I would have the chance to do Junior Nationals, to do, Universe, to do USAs. And so I wasn't anticipating doing those shows, but it was definitely one of those things where I was okay with the fact that I might have to do that, and in this case I did. We got home from Charleston. We had an amazing time checking out Charleston, and it was pretty much right back into training. Even when we were in Charleston, we had a great chest workout there, and then we got back and we just hit it hard. And it was about this time that I was definitely feeling the diet before, and we got down to pretty low calories. Dieting for shows is very different than dieting just for lifestyle, because you have these short windows of time that they call improvement seasons and a competition prep, where you're really trying to get there as fast as you can, but also preserve as much muscle as possible while getting lean, which takes time. So basically I got to a point where we were low, and we just kind of stayed there it was 4 weeks between Junior USA Nationals and Junior Nationals in Chicago. So during that time, I was struggling big time. And I don't talk about the struggle a lot during the prep, because I'm not trying to showcase how hard it is, or I guess even I should say it's very difficult, but to talk about it almost makes it worse. So I go into kind of a hermit phase during prep sometimes, and that's because I'm just feeling the stress of prep and being around other people when you are in a state of just being super lean that like everybody notices. They want to just talk to you about it all the time, and prep is the last thing I want to talk about when I'm in prep. And if you prep for a show, like everyone's different, but you might know what I mean. Like you might be someone similar to me, where when you are in the depths of prep, you don't want to talk about it. You don't want to talk about what you're eating. You don't want people to push food on you. You don't want people to, talk about where you're at and how much are you eating. It can be kind of stressful when people want to know all about the shows, because it can feel personal, where you are putting so much every day, every hour into this prep, and your results are just out there, and it's a subjective sport. So it can feel sometimes a little bit overwhelming, like people are just kind of in your space, and you're obviously showcasing your results every day when you're out and about and you're at the gym, and your face starts to look, you know, a little bit like Skeletor, and you start to look really veiny and shredded when you're working out, and just people start to notice. And while I think some people will love the attention, others of us would much rather prep in secrecy or in silence. And it's hard to, when you put yourself out there and prep. Like, I get it, it's good to, I think, sometimes be open about your goals and what you're trying to accomplish, but it's challenging when the sport is subjective. Because yes, you want to win, but your physique, which may be a winning physique to some people, might not be the winning physique that the judges are looking at. And then there's so many factors that go into it. So it's not like, you know, you play a soccer game and you won the game because you scored so many goals. What we're looking at here is not only what you bring to the stage as far as your physique, but also your posing, your tan, your whole presentation, right? So anyway, I started to hermit up a little bit, and sometimes when that happens, I can get a little bit depressed. And I'm not clinically diagnosed with depression by any means, and I don't want to just throw that word around either, because sometimes I think people say that they're one thing, and like there's people who really are that thing, and it can be almost taken a little lightly. I've never gone and gotten any sort of an evaluation for being depressed or anything like that, but when I am so low calorie and I am training so hard and I kind of close up and shut people out and I get annoyed, I get angry, I get frustrated, like leave me alone, it can feel depressing, it can feel isolating, and it's nothing that I would ever feel like I needed to like take medication for, but I think the solution to it would probably just be eating more food, but that's something that you can't do when you are trying to get shredded. You can't try to eat more food. So really what I'm trying to say is that getting that lean and then staying that lean, it took a toll on me. And we don't always talk about this as competitors because you don't want to talk about it when you're in it. And I mean, I've been out of it now for, you know, almost, it's been 9 months, so it's a lot easier for me to talk about it. I literally thought probably a million times during this month before junior nationals, is this sport even for me? I don't really enjoy this right now. And I literally had the thought right before we flew to junior nationals, do I even want to fly up to this show? Or should I just be done? A lot of people just compete in one show a year. I could just be done. But then I owned my thoughts and I owned what I was doing with my life. And I said, listen, you've worked so hard. You've put in years. You were so close last year to winning your pro card. You were just so close during Junior USA Nationals to winning your pro card. It's not about winning your pro card, okay? It's about bringing your best self. And I was being challenged, and I said I can either rise to the occasion or I can let it defeat me. So I decided I'm gonna rise to the occasion. I decided rise to the occasion, show up, do it on my own terms, okay? So I'm not gonna lie, like I went to junior nationals and they had like, my team had this group posing the night before. I said to my husband, I am not going to that. I am sitting my ass down, making sure I don't fuck up my tan, which by the way, my tan looked great that show. But I said, I am sleeping, not fucking up my tan. I'm the one who's putting in all the work to be here. I'm the one who's dieted. I'm the one who's trained on my own training protocol. I need to call the shots on what I need. I feel like I looked my absolute best this show. I showed up and kind of blew myself away.
Please do a 180, face that back wall.
Stay tight.
And face forward.
There you go, babe. Come on.
Stay tight.
Please, you're going to file off to the left, so I'll be back individually. $266, $267, $268.
Come on, Karen.
Okay, do a 180, face that back wall.
Glutes.
Face forward.
There you go, babe.
Sure.
267 and 268, switch.
Yeah, just go. God, can't remember.
Come on, Karen.
One more time, do a 180, face that back wall.
Go, baby. Show those hammies.
And face forward.
Keep it tight.
Now do me a favor, just angle, make sure that your numbers, just facing forward a little bit. Okay, ladies, thank you very much. You're going to file off to the left. Don't go anywhere.
So after prejudging, I knew I was not taking home my pro card. I knew I had gotten either second or third place because I was one off the center. There was 5 in our call out. And so right after prejudging, I just said to my husband, like, I want some fucking pizza. I want some fucking Chicago deep dish pizza now. And so we went out and we got some pizza, and we got some serious pizza, people. I had my pizza and I was like, okay, we'll go to finals, put myself together. It is what it is. On to the next thing, right? Because I looked at my physique before, the year before, I looked at my physique then, and I was like, I just won, regardless of what the actual results were for the show. And I ended up taking home third, so went down in placement. However, I was so stoked. I was like, third, I've never gotten third before. Like, third's better than fourth and fifth, which is what I got last year. So I'm happy, I'm stoked. Like, let's keep going. And I owned it, and I worked on bringing it to NPC Universe in 2 weeks. So junior nationals, I ended up taking home third place in 2018. I did not let that stop me, you guys. I went and decided to carry on. All right, you guys, so I am also going to be doing on my Road to Pro series a bikini, competition bikini giveaway. I'm really excited to do this giveaway because I really don't do a lot of giveaways because I just don't really ever engage in giveaways myself. Or just buy it if I want it. But I understand that competition suits are pretty expensive, and I happen to have a lot of them. So this competition suit is turquoise. It is gorgeous. It's got full crystals. It's got a, not the smallest back, but it's got a cute little whale tail to kind of accentuate the glutes in the back. The way that this is gonna work is that if you subscribe to my channel and then you comment in the comment section on a way to reach you, I will go ahead and put you in the drawing to be able to receive this competition bikini. And hopefully you'll be able to use it for one of your spring shows. So I'm really excited to bring this to y'all. I have way too many bikini competitions of my own. This bikini has not been worn. It is literally like the hygiene liner, whatever, is still in it. So brand spanking new, could be yours. All you have to do is like the video, subscribe, and comment below how to reach you. Give me an email, give me an Instagram, give me a YouTube, something, right? I need to be able to reach you to be able to send the bikini to you if you win the giveaway. So if you guys like this content and you don't want to be a part of the giveaway, go ahead and like it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you don't want to miss an episode from me.